Hi everyone, really good to be able to speak to you again this week. It's Christmas! Well, it is in my house anyway. I've broken with an Elsie tradition that the Christmas decorations have gone up, apart from the tree, which would be next to me here, because I'm in my lounge. It's not there yet, because we have a real one, so we just need to wait and time it right so we get the maximum goodness out of the Christmas tree. But yeah, the lights are out outside, the decorations are inside, and do you know what? I even wore an elf shirt doing it, which was great. Amazing. And much to the embarrassment of my children, much to the bewilderment of the postman who came to the door and was like, "Oh, you're wearing an elf t-shirt." which was quite funny. But I am fully embracing Christmas in all its glory this year. And after the year of 2020, I just think that we need to maximise the joy, the fun, the life, the light, all that stuff that's going on. Plus, I'm actually quite addicted to Christmas lights. So at the moment, there's about 2,000 lights on my house. I'm tempted to get some more, but I'm trying to avoid the middle aisle of Lidl to tempt me. But in all seriousness, there is obviously a significant kind of emotions and feelings around Christmas this year. We've had the announcement about the kind of bubbles that are going to be happening over the Christmas period, and yet we're so conscious, aren't we, that there is still a virus, and the virus isn't going to stop just because Christmas is here. But yet at the same time, we've had such a isolated and tense and stressful and anxious year in so many different ways. You know, it feels really hard, and you know, we just need some joy. And I think that, you know, if ever there was a time to be joyful, it is Christmas. Christmas is, of course, not about all the external stuff. As exciting as I find lights, it's not about that, and I'm good with that, of course. Christmas is about this story that is absolutely incredible when you think about it. When you dive deep into the context in which this young baby arrives in the form of Jesus Christ into our broken, chaotic, mad world, you start to understand something of the measure of God's love. You start to understand the measure of God's grace. Why on earth would he send this vulnerable child into a very difficult and disturbed world? Jesus turned up at a time where Israel were crying out for the Messiah. And although maybe they didn't get to see him for a few years after his birth, there was a sense in which they needed that light and that life to be present in the world. And God does just that there and then. In that precious, dirty stable, we see this precious, loving, generous, gracious God in the flesh. Our theme of Christmas this year is He made His home here. And I think it's really poignant that when we consider that for ourselves, because we've spent more time in our homes this year than we probably have done in a lot of years previous. And that is going to be true at this Christmas time as well. But here is the miraculous thing about the Christmas story. God, Emmanuel, with us, now present in our homes. In our homes, not in a stable, not confined to a stable, but right where you are, in our homes. He made his home with you. He made his home with us, with our world. What an amazing gift. And although that doesn't take away from the pain, the anxiety, the frustration, the isolation, the hurt, the just sheer tiredness of this year. And boy, we've experienced that at different times and in different ways. His peace, His joy, His hope, His love, His grace, His mercy and His light are with you. They are present now, and they always will be. His hope is here. He made his home with you. Isn't that amazing? I certainly find that really invigorating, encouraging, and just reassuring in these moments. But I think I also want to challenge us each as Christians to express this joy and this news that God is right here with us. He has never deserted us. He is right here with us. And so, as I've said on the live stream on Sunday, and as I'm going to be sharing over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to challenge you as a person of faith to tell people about that amazing story, to tell people of that amazing love that God has given us. You can do that in any way you want. I'm not going to give you, go and do this for your neighbours. Go and do this for your friends. However you sense God is leading you, I want you to go and tell them the story. Practically, creatively, whether that's a handwritten note, a letter, a card, in the gracious gift of freshly baked mince pies, or whatever it may be. Go and tell them that God is here. Show them that God is with us through your actions, through your words, through your love. Just as an example, I think it's really important that you know that I'm going to do this. Like, it'd be unfair of me to say to you, well, you need to go and tell people about Jesus, and let me know how you get on, because that's not fair. This is about being a Christian, not about being the church leader and just telling people what to do. So, as part of our kind of offering to that, we are going to host on our street a turning on of the Christmas lights, because that's not happening around our country and around our world, and not even in Newark. So we are going to just next week on the December the 6th, 6 o'clock, we're going to invite people to turn their lights on all at the same time. Come to the door with your mulled wine, non-alcoholic of course, coffee, tea, whatever you want to bring out, and me and Elizabeth are going to attempt to get our lip back in and try and play some carols on euphonium and flugel. So it could be interesting, but hopefully it will bring a bit of Christmas cheer and just a recognition of that good news story, that hope is here, that he has made his home in my home. And I don't need to go anywhere else to experience the depth of God's love and the mystery of his grace, because his Holy Spirit is here, prompting us, guiding us, supporting us, encouraging us in all ways, in all places. God is with you. His Son has come, made his home with you. Now go and share that joy with those you live near. May God bless you, and a very happy Christmas.